this Teen Wolf themed video by making the teeth by melting polymorph plastic in hot water. I'm following the Ellimacs tutorial on fake teeth, and the link will be in the description for a more detailed tutorial, but instead of red food dye I just used fake blood to get the gum color. You'll see me occasionally dipping the plastic back into the water to remelt it if it gets hard. And so I'm basically making fake dentures by sticking the plastic onto my top and bottom teeth. And this also gives the fake teeth something to stick to. Now for making the actual teeth, I made the general shape with my hands and I used scissors to make the teeth look sharper and more defined. I stuck the teeth onto the gum so I knew how big they should be in proportion to my mouth. And then I continued making 4 teeth for the top row and 6 teeth for the bottom row, 2 longer ones and 4 small ones. Once I had made all the teeth, I used super glue to stick them onto the gums. Now, as long as the super glue has an active ingredient called cyanoacrylate, it won't be harmful to you when it's dry. I glued both sets of teeth together and proceeded to make them look metallic-y silver-like with tinfoil. I cut out a little piece and measured it on the tooth, and then I super glued it on. And I continued doing that for every single tooth. Next, I dyed more plastic with fake blood for the gum line covering the teeth. I stretched it out and placed it over the teeth, and I pushed in between them to make it look more realistic. Once the plastic was semi-dry, I cut off the excess and glued it on. And I also did that for both sets of teeth. Finally, I coated my fake dentures in clear nail polish to seal in the tinfoil and to make it shiny. Now back to me. In pictures, his mouth was the only exposed part of his face, and if you watch Teen Wolf, then you would know that he would have dead, rotting flesh, so I tried to make my face look like that by using cotton and latex. For the base color, I used this latex that I mixed with fake blood to give it a red tint. And while that was drying, I layered red and black grease paints around my lips and the edges of the cotton, just in case you could see past them when the gauze was on. Then, I used my handy alcohol-activated zombie palette to color the latex. I used mixtures of the reds and blacks to make the color look dark. Then I just used the red and black grease paints on my actual lips as well. And I tried in the teeth just for fun. And now, gauze time and wardrobe change. I stretched out my gauze and proceeded to wrap it around my neck, and I tucked it into my shirt so it would stay in place. And now I put my hair in a French braid so it would stay underneath the gauze, and I wanted to match the placement as much as possible, but I ended up just doing it however I could. Now I made sure that my eyes would be covered, and I used latex to glue the gauze in place so I could do other things without having to cover my eyes. Next, I used cotton in various places around the gauze to make it look a little less pristine and a little more old and ripped apart. Then I used black face paint to coat my eyes and partial forehead so you couldn't see my skin underneath the gauze. Next, I used brown and black zombie dirts to dirty up the wrap. I used a fluffy brush to do this, and I just packed the color right onto the gauze. Now I'm using fake blood around the mouth area like how it is in the picture references I was looking at. And then I put my teeth in and blindly admire myself.